Ooh, hello, it's live. Did you get to put your order in?
Not yet. I'm doing it now. I have to get delicious dinners set up so that I don't starve. It's all
Ooh,
right. I'm almost there.
do your
It's
thing.
very fancy, overpriced salad.
Ooh, what type of what's in the salad?
Well, one of the salads includes shank of lamb. It
Oh,
had better be good. I left I left a nice tip there. So Deliveroo is like one of those things where it's sometimes when you do these later streams, I'm like, I'm not cooking after this. There's no amount of cooking that's going to be worth being up till 11 p.m. Like
yeah.
even steak isn't worth it.
Oh my gosh, what time is it for you? I just realized you're in a different.
Well, in jolly old England, it is 8 p.m. What time is it for you, Rizal?
It's 3. Oh my god, I feel bad.
You shouldn't. I'm excited to be here. And also, I also tend to eat dinner later, so this works out great for me.
Cool. Max, who's my coworker, he said you sound so crisp. Like, what mic is that you have?
It's a Rode Podcaster, and it comes with one of those pop filters that's it uses like a metal mesh with little holes drilled through it.
I need that. Cause this is expensive, Blue Yeti, but I don't know how to configure it. I don't know what I'm doing. I just
Blue Yetis are good starter mics.
okay.
This was sent to me by the GitHub something something podcast from before the pandemic. A lot happened during the pandemic, and the people who did the podcast disappeared. If you're working at GitHub and you're missing a mic, I've been trying to get this thing back to you through multiple international moves. I don't know how to get you this mic, so we're using it today. Consider it free advertising and drop into my DMs if you want it back. I've still got the box.
But if someone was just sitting there waiting for it, nah, I think you're fine. Because the camera I have, I tried to return it, and someone told me don't return it because it's just gonna sit in the office, like someone from GitHub. And they're like, "You're fine," and I was like, "Okay, are you sure?" I don't know.
It kind of makes me wonder, like, how many professional careers has GitHub launched with they're just like, no, please, if you send it, it's going to cost us more to process it than if you just keep it. Just like go away.
Right. Oh my god.
Well,
Cool.
it's good to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I haven't been on someone else's stream before, not like this. Well, actually, no, that's different. I was on Aisha's, but that was like pre-pandemic, so it's been a while.
Okay, well, welcome. I haven't done a lot of coding with somebody else on a live stream. I've done like coding by myself, or I usually listen to people show me stuff. So, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Should I show?
Lovely.
Should I show your screen, or should I wait?
Go ahead and show your screen. I guess I should talk about
Oh
myself.
yeah, yeah. First of all,
How do you usually have people do the
okay.
thing?
Usually I have a whole agenda, but I didn't want to go too crazy with you. I was like, I don't want to overwhelm Rachel. But usually I'm like, yeah, tell us about like your journey, how you got into what you're doing right now. Who are you? You have a good, awesome background, and I also like assumed everyone knew you, but some people might not.
So, I guess the best thing to say is I have a squiggly career path, and I have been at this probably longer than you have, dear listener. But don't let my boyish good looks fool you. I've actually been siphoning off the life force of engineers for well over 20 years. And yes, I enjoy coding, but I actually started as an award-winning cartoonist scratching a living in the middle of nowhere, Virginia, by posting my comics on the web. And that ended up turning into a career in web development because it turns out like the website I built to promote the comics, the Drupal site for the community, the OS commerce site to sell things, because we didn't have Etsy back then. All those skills people would pay money for. So off to Raleigh I went when I needed jaw surgery, and the housing crash hit soon after. So I didn't have that really amazing I'm in tech and it's life-changing experience. It was like, I'm in tech. Oh, no one's hiring for years. What am I going to do? So I did lots of cool stuff with my animation and cartooning background and CSS and JavaScript and front end. Worked with the W3C a bit, Mozilla, Firefox, all over the place. Finally, I was like, wait. They pay how much for people to do this stuff? I don't have to just travel the world and give animation workshops with CSS anymore. And I went off to Seattle and I started working for FANG companies. I won't give the laundry list of them, but I will say that the one I was happiest working at was Meta, where I worked 3 years during the pandemic doing React Native.dev and React.dev with the React team. Those were my pandemic babies. And they've helped like 8 million engineers learn React. And I sincerely hope they all got six-figure jobs and dodged the layoffs. But yeah, and now I'm back in London, and I don't know what to say. I've been everything from designer to developer to documentation engineer. Now, like I work with a couple of cool startups, help them bring their products to launch, and we can play around with some of the technology I'm working on with one of those startups called Tiny Fish a little bit. I know that's not a very short version, but I assure you, it's a short version of my life's history.
Because you've done so much. Wait, but now, okay, on your Twitter it says you're a fractional DevRel. I see everybody write fractional everything. What does that even mean?
I should change that. I hate putting a label on myself because when you put a label on yourself, it's like a way of saying all these other opportunities, no, thank you. And I'm always like, but what opportunities would be available to me if I didn't constrain myself to being a web animation expert? If I'd done that, I never would have gotten to work with the React team. I was like, you need someone to redo your educational materials. I can do that. Yeah. And instead of being like, no, I am a web animation expert. I can only do web animation things. Tried that in the first half of my career. Didn't go very far. I mean, yeah, I got to work on the web animation API, but like, come on, not using a label is a good thing because then people can project all the things they want to see onto you. But fractional, the word fractional is a nice way of saying, hi, companies. I see that you laid off all your C-level people and you can't afford any directors anymore, but you still can't function without people who know their shit. So how about instead of actually employing me with a salary for 40 hours a week, et cetera, and all the strings attached that come with that relationship, how about you can take maybe 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week, whatever it is you need to get your thing done. And I might have multiple of you on the back burner so that I can get my 40 hours in and still earn close to previous salaries. And I'll probably still do as much as I've done at other places. And if it turns out you ever hit a period where you don't need me, we won't have an awkward breakup conversation or layoffs or any of that stuff. I'll just go bring in another client. So that's what fractional means when you see it popping up these days. It's a polite way of saying I'm a very expensive consultant and I do know how to spin up a team from scratch and I'll manage them too if you don't have anyone who can.
Cool. You're like a C-suite contracted person type of thing. Director.
Yes, I'm that. Yes. Ugh.
And A said award-winning cartoonist is goaded. And CD Villard said, I want to be on an expensive team.
Oh, don't we all? I gotta tell you, being on an expensive team is nice, but also the first thing to get cut.
True, true.
Unless you're actually building the product, which is why my pro tip to everyone, don't let your babies grow up to be developer advocates. Raise them to be software engineers. But don't let them grow up to stream on Twitch or speak at conferences.
Big mistake. You're right. Oh my god. I love it. I always like listening to you because I feel like I learn a lot. Like I just learn a lot. Like you just have like a lot of experience where you're like, yeah, don't do this, do this. So tell us about Agent AgentQL, Tiny
Oh,
Fit.
yeah.
What is it?
So, AgentQL, all right, this is the part where I get to talk about this team. And I got to be honest, like, it's rare you find a team that you really like working with. We've shipped so much together already. See this blog? I shipped this blog. You
Ooh,
see this launch week recap of 5 features?
you did
We
that.
ship these 5 features
Oh.
together. I mean, we got a REST API now. We got what is Learn More doing in there? Excuse me. I'll fix this ordering later. Anyway, JavaScript SDK, query generation, fast mode, stealth mode. We aren't going to dive into all of these. But the point is, this team is super productive. They're in Palo Alto. I love visiting them. We do dim sum.
Ooh,
Um, they're just really nice.
oh my God.
And there are women in the office who really know their stuff, including like, oh my God, like an MBA who I learned so much from working with. Anyway, the two founders they have this amazing history. Keith is a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist,
Whoa.
and Shu Hao is a software engineer, and they both left China to seek their fortunes. And Shu Hao's worked at Fang and startups, and Keith is just like got a mind that I really appreciate as a storyteller. He's always looking at things from a journalist's angle, and I'll just be surprised. I'll be like, "That's so crazy! It might just work. How dare you think of something more clever than I would? Stop that!" Anyway, this is one of the cleverest things that they put together. And I know I'm talking about the team. What
No,
can I say? I gotta say, like the people, like the money, like the project, you get to pick at least two, or you are going to burn out. I definitely like the project and I like the people.
okay.
So let's take a peeky pie. I guess the easiest way to show you what AgentQL is I'm going to take you to the playground. Let's ignore the walkthrough stuff. So
Could you zoom in
give
a
me,
little bit? Sorry.
you got it. Boom, boom.
Hey, thank you.
I'll give you a demonstration using my own site. So my site, not vain at all here, nearest neighbors.com.
Yeah.
I put it in to that AgentQL is a query language written kind of like GraphQL. You use GraphQL?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it does look similar. I see it because I was like, "Oh, is this GraphQL?" But
So here's how I've used this a lot of times. This is my website, and this is on the playground. Like, there's actually an SDK for this, but this is just like the visual demo. And oh, we have this fun feature on the playground where you can be like, uh, list all my social platforms
oh, so
and their names.
this is like if you don't know how to do the query, it'll do it for you?
Yeah, because I don't know, maybe you're looking at like a gigantic medical document and you're like, list out all the names and addresses of the patients.
Oh,
So we're going to use this and let's go fetch the data. By the way, when you use the SDK, you have the option to fetch the actual elements from the page using Playwright and performing operations on them. But yeah, check it out. You get this beautiful little JSON object and it found all the things. It finds the things on the page.
that I
That's what it
love it.
does.
That's nice. I like that.
I know, right? You could use something like unstructured and like take all of that HTML and just dump it in and let an LLM sort it out. But so often that's not exactly what we need to do, and we get weird results from that. So AgentQL is really good if I call it like a surgical scalpel. You need specific things from a page,
Mhm.
and you don't want to dump it all into a meat grinder to get that stuff out. So,
Okay.
is there a URL that you want to go get stuff from
The one I told you
that is
oh, wait, what'd you say? It has to be public?
that is accessible to me. Like,
Oh,
I know that you've got one. I was gonna jump to another one,
okay.
but I think it might be more fun to switch over to you. I'll just say the other fun thing we can do, and maybe you should do this, is install the AgentQL Chrome extension. You give it
Okay.
your API key, and then you can start running these queries in the browser to make sure that the query you write gives you the things that you want.
Oh, okay.
So
Let me
this way we can switch over to your browser and you can log in without revealing any personal information.
let me do it.
All
Uh,
right. For folks at home, uh, I'll just show them what you're probably doing. Go to Tools. Down here we got the debugger, which you can find at AgentQL docs.agentql.com/debugger extension. Lovely. It's in the Chrome store. You add it.
oh, I can't. My
Why
admin has blocked the
not?
site.
What's up?
My job blocked it. Ugh, that's annoying.
What? Oh no. Oh my gosh, you're on a work computer. That's too
Yeah, I
bad.
should have done this on my personal. I didn't think about it. Dang it.
That's okay. I'll come up with something else. Let's go to Etsy. Gotta
Ooh.
do some Christmas shopping anyway. All right. Cyber deals. Heck yeah. What do we got in here? Oh my gosh. We have a lot of things. I'm kind of alarmed by the amount of things.
Mm.
So, oh my gosh. I gotta stop the screen for a minute. Oh wait, no, I got a better idea. I was gonna be like, I'm not logged into AgentQL in this particular one, but I know how I can get around this. Just a minute.
Okay.
I've got hot buttons. Let's
Ooh,
see. Eh, eh.
fancy.
Yeah, that's not at all like self-serving. All right, let's go to Etsy. Etsy time. Okay, it's open from the side now, which is how I like it. I'm trying to use Arc's different users to
Yeah.
just make my swapping during demos a little easier.
Ooh.
Okay, not that I do many demos. This is unusual for me.
You're doing amazing. Like,
What kind of stuff? Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. I see a lot of candles. I'm
I
gonna
love
just say like,
candles. Those are my favorite.
so you want some candles? Let's
Mhm.
see. Candles, name, price, link. What else would you like?
The scent or like I don't know, is that a thing? Like the scent or flavor or whatever type? Is that
Oh, let's do this. Oh, I'm gonna make this bigger so you can see.
cool?
Is scented
Ooh, I like that.
Boolean. Let's see if it can do that. It can do a little bit of translation, a little bit of natural language processing as well, which is nice.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, maybe we should also add is beeswax.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, I know. I know what matters. And I want some soap. So I'm gonna probably grab the same thing. Boop boop. And soap it up. Let's see if we've got any soap. Oh yeah. And you have to add this little brackety thing to let it know that you're looking for more than one. Let's fetch some
Okay.
data. Oh wow.
So,
Now while oh yeah, go on.
I just had a question. What makes it AI agent T?
Hoo-hoo. That's a great question. Well, you may have noticed it's taking its time, so it's very smart. Oh, there it is. Teh. Wow, look at that. It found two
Ooh.
candles, the soy wax candle and the 2 pack of candles. But notice it didn't get the candlestick wreath.
Oh.
Very smart. You see, it was able to determine which of these were actual candles versus which were just candle holders. It found this
Oh.
scented candle and it found the beeswax candles, but it didn't get the candelabra and it
Ooh.
didn't find any soap on the page.
Dang.
Very nice. Oh, so I think actually it found the lavender one, but it didn't find
This
this one, the soy one. Aw, Agent QL, do better.
it tried
Well,
its best.
it honestly did its best. I agree. But the truth is, the nice thing is, no matter how many times you run this query, if it doesn't get that candle the first time, it's never going to give you different results.
Oh,
So if it's wrong, it's repeatedly wrong. So
okay.
it's reliable in that regard. So the
I like
AI part of this, I gotta slow down.
no, go ahead. I like that it's always deterministic. Because with AI, I don't like when I do a demo and sometimes it's I don't know what result it's going to give me. Also, Tessa said, I see you all talking about, love seeing you all talk about AgentQL. So I guess Tessa uses AgentQL, which is cool. I'll let,
Tessa's helped us make AgentQL even more badass.
oh,
Uh, I love Tessa. She's real smart.
yeah, she is. All right, I'll let you go. Sorry, I was interrupting you. Keep going.
No, I think it's the lag because I'm all the way over here in London. So, and I struggle to know when people want to speak anyway. I have the autism. So just feel free to interrupt me. We'll blame it on the powers that be, the lag gods. You won't be rude, I promise.
Okay.
So yeah, actually, hang on. Let me also do fetch the web elements here. So I'm going to just do a much simpler query and show you what happens when we grab the web elements. This actually uses Playwright under the hood. And what's happening is, here we go. So if we had this running in the SDK, we would actually be able to go and grab and manipulate each of these. We could tell the script, the Python script or the JavaScript, that we want to click on these, open them up, get the descriptions, and then we could do other stuff like dump those descriptions into like a, I don't know, a vector database or probably just a Google Sheet in this instance. I've used the REST API to actually do this using Zapier, which has been lots of fun.
That's exciting.
But I know we're just gonna hang out and do lots of shopping, I guess, today. Eh. Oh, let me tell you about that the wonderful AI stuff you asked me, and I am wandering all over the darn place, not answering your question. So, boop, under the hood. Here we go. There's a whole article. If you're a nerd and you really want to understand how it works, you're welcome to come to the docs and read about it. But all you really need to know is that when you're using AgentQL, the HTML on the page gets nicely minified into a tasty bite, and then it is sent over to our secret sauce, models, where it is processed. I don't know. It's like, how much do I get to say? I don't know. Like, we use LLMs. Who doesn't? We
Yeah.
we use LLMs and a lot of grounding and validation. And the fun thing is, it actually uses the accessibility tree of the page rather than just the DOM model. It uses the accessibility tree. So it interacts with the page a lot more like a person would. And I will say that from an accessibility perspective, the LLM secret sauce is a bit smarter than the accessibility software. It can infer where the navigation menu is, even if you didn't put the appropriate Y-ARIA role on it.
Interesting. Wow. That's cool. I'm going to look at the code on GitHub. I want to see later on.
Awesome. So I think we've got a little bit of time here. What should we try doing?
The one
Do you
idea
want
I
to?
had, I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
good idea. I don't know if it would work.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Okay. So the idea I had was like, could I grab the data from my baby registry, see who purchased like the things on there, and then I don't know, then I could use that data later on to make like a thank you gift card or something like that, or a thank you card, because I'm bad at following up with people. So yeah, I don't know if it will work though, because I don't know if if it needs to be logged into my Amazon. I don't know.
Your gift registry is on Amazon, huh?
Yeah,
Well, do you feel comfortable sharing your browser? We can take a look.
yeah,
I
I
know
feel
people use AgentQL with Amazon in the past. I think one of our examples actually does price comparison across Amazon and Target. I
okay.
love you, Target.
Okay, let's do it. And also, wait, Tessa had a question. I have a dev question if you want to entertain it. I'm trying to do some developer channel listening automatically, but it's not always social media, so it needs to be able to go in and scrape or understand the developer's sentiment eventually. So I can pull up my Amazon while we answer that question. I don't know.
That's a great question. I'll entertain the crowd while you do that.
Okay.
Uh, That is a great question, Tessa. I feel like you are purposely leading the conversation to show off what AgentQL is great at. I wonder how that happened. Uh, no, the truth is, we have an example of sentiment analysis. We have in our beautiful GitHub repo, we've got this lovely example. I haven't actually run it before myself personally. I'm going to share the Python one. But yeah, you can run sentiment analysis basically on any URL that you want. Just this one, for instance, runs sentiment analysis on a YouTube channel. It gets, video, title, channel, comments, etc. And well, this might be a good one to work through because I haven't played with it before. But yeah, it does a little bit of processing on each comment, and sort of like the same way you saw us using the is Boolean feature, it can perform sentiment analysis out of the box because LLMs are kind of awesome. Now, the neat thing is because of these queries, the way they're written, you can run the same query on different sites. So for instance, if we go to Target, I'm just going to show this one because Tessa asked if she could use the same script in multiple places. And the answer is why, yes. So if you had a baby registry on Target, the same query would work there. Let's go. What's good? What's good? Baby. We'll go to the baby section. You guys, okay, yeah, we got some products. So we'll do products. A. Oh, you're gonna make me write it all myself? Products, price, name, and we fetch the data, right? You could have called this whatever you wanted. You could have been like product underscore price, pass a little extra context, like, make it round up to the nearest dollar.
You could just put it in parentheses? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we call that passing context
Oh.
using a prompt. So you just add parentheses and kind of give it some verbs to live by. But oh my god, go back. So let me prepare the other one too. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me do it again. So this time it will do the rounding because it was performing that using the other one. Let's go. Let's go. Do it. Do it. Do it. So what I'm thinking is we could probably take this to Amazon, or you could take this to Amazon, and like once we get the information from the page, like once I have a look, you share your screen, I'll take a peek. Oh yeah, there, look, it's rounded to the nearest whole integer. So yeah, now we kind of know none of that .999 nonsense here. And so let's see, that was pretty cool. I'm going to just grab this query. Let's go to another location. We were there. Let's go to Amazon, say hi to Daddy Bezos. Fine, yeah. And Petru. All right. And here we're going to check out, dismiss. Let's check out babies. Baby toys. And fetch that data again. Let's see if it works completely. It's the same query that we wrote, and it should work here too. Because even though the content, the CSS, the layout, all of it has changed, AgentQL doesn't see the markup. It's not, usually when you use Playwright, you have to pass it like a CSS or a DOM selector. But with AgentQL, you don't. You just use your words to describe what you're looking for, and it goes out and parses it for you. It's a super parser. It's a AI powered parser. Doo-doo. And the nice part is that when you fire it off, even if the page is changing, it will still work, even with dynamic pages that are using JavaScript to automatically generate. This is something that more common parsers that people have been using in the past, they're not so good at doing, inferring when the page has updated or changed. It's very much just working off of a snapshot or maybe with a headless browser.
Ooh, I want to try it. I'm going to share my screen. Well, when yours is done grabbing data. Wait, and
I
I
don't
thought
know.
about it. Maybe I can download the extension on Brave because it doesn't say that I'm limited on Brave. It
Does
only says
Brave
I'm,
use the Chrome extension store?
yeah, I think
Oh
so.
my gosh. Okay, I feel like that's more important than this demo. Let's just switch to that.
Okay, I'm
I will
gonna
get
see.
back with this data whenever AgentQL is done watching baby videos.
Okay, let me bring this to my other screen and share my screen. Share. And it looks crazy. Super big. Zoom in. I pressed install and it says it should be here. Inspect.
Ooh, let me make this big so I can see it.
Um,
Oh wow, you got it all up and running. You got your Oh wait, okay, you go to the install and then what happens is if you look in the upper right-hand corner of your Chrome Dev bar, there should be AgentQL up in the top bar of the Chrome Dev tools. So that gray bar where it's got elements, etc., AgentQL should be in there somewhere.
I see Element Sources Network Performance Application, but I don't see.
Actually, I know how this works. Go to some other page. For some
Oh,
reason, extensions don't show on their parent page.
oh, okay. That means. Oh, I see it. Yay.
There
Okay.
you go. Now you'll need your API key, which I believe you should click on that link to AgentQL and get yourself hooked up with that Get API Key button.
Okay.
Now, before you go flashing the world with your API key, you you might want to like stop sharing, go get that key. It's as simple as just boop boop your email address. Love it.
Okay. Um, Google.
Hmm. Oh no, where'd Giselle go? Am I left here alone?
I think I disappeared.
You did. I was scared.
Sorry. I was like, where is everybody? Why is no one talking to me anymore? Oh no, I'm sorry. I think it's my Wi-Fi. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I have to go get my phone to verify because I'm using a different browser. Be right back.
Oh, the
Sorry.
hell of proving that you're really who you are.
Right. Be right back, guys. Sorry.
It's okay. I'll try to amuse everyone with, oh yeah, hey, the data is shared again. Let me present. I turned away from AgentQL for just a minute and and it decided to crash through all the delicious products and give us, am I sharing? Is it visible? I don't think y'all can see it. I think result. Okay, there it is.
I
Yeah. So yeah, boop. It worked. It got the same data in the same format from a different page, completely different markup and everything. So you could use this on, like, I don't know, for testing. Heal.dev uses AgentQL behind the scenes to do testing. So the tests still run even as you change the IDs and classes and structure of everything on the page. All right, Roselle's back. Back to you, Roselle.
I am back. Thank you for for doing this. I'm putting in my API key right now. Save. Okay. Now I'm gonna share, and I do have to enter my Amazon login. I don't know if people will people see it. Hmm.
Uh, you should just stop sharing
Yeah.
until you're logged in, just in case.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
very dicey about sharing login screens.
don't try to get my stuff, y'all.
I wish I had a filter when I'm like live streaming that would just kind of pixelate out login screens like they're naughty.
That would be nice. Yeah, like if it, I should try building that. That would be so cool. All right, I'm
That
in.
would be. Okay,
I'm in.
you're in?
Yeah, no more logging in issues. We got AgentQL, and we have my where's my baby registry? And I want to show everything because everybody there's a lot of people that use my um, account.
Are you going to spoiler your baby registry for yourself? I hope we're not doing anything that will make you sad later.
No, and where is it? This is so annoying. Sorry, there's a different account.
Generally, I feel this way about Amazon's wishlist feature.
Give me one more second. But I'm not going to spoil it for myself. I know what people bought. And
Okay, good.
I'm not good with secrets. I want to know the answer and what's going on right away. Let's try this.
Oh, I just discovered all of the chats. Thank you, everyone. Y'all are so supportive. Dang, Roselle, you get to hang out with these people all the time. I'm jealous.
They're great. I think they also came because you're here. Some of them. Because I
Hmm.
haven't in a while. They're like, yay, Rachel.
Aw,
And
aw. I see some familiar faces in here. Hmm.
sorry, so many logins.
Don't apologize. It's Amazon's fault for not wanting to take your money faster.
Right.
It's like, come on, Amazon, we're trying to give you money here.
Right, exactly. It's like I gotta sign into another email to prove myself before I look at the registry. I'm like, come on. All right. 1250152. Verify.
I'm wondering if I can just like give people like a part of my body, like, log in, just one pinky here, chop chop.
You're like, here's my proof.
A lock of my hair, Howl's Moving Castle style. It's like, to enter Amazon, prove yourself with genetic analysis. Just dump some of your hair into this little thing here. Uh,
Okay.
trusting this device requires 4 ounces of blood, does it? Oh, I love that idea. Very Vampire Hunter-y.
Here it is, baby registry. Okay.
We made it! Whoa, 51% of the way through. You know what that means, guys watching. You gotta get in there. You gotta get in there.
It's okay.
Do right by Roselle.
I have 86 things purchased. I'm like, I think I'm good now. It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah. He's like,
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a lot of information here. Where do
yeah,
you actually go see where people have done the buying and such?
right
Okay,
here.
we got a whole URL for that.
Yeah. This thank you
Hmm.
tree.
And they put all this information on one page. Delightful.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of pagination it has. Does it do everything on one page? Does it lazy load them?
It looks like everything's on one page, and I don't
Well,
see
that
any.
team didn't optimize it. It's a good thing you didn't order like 10,000 things, but with your fan base, I don't know, like you could get away with that.
No.
Oh, oh my gosh. So this is great. It does give you the name of the thing and the person who bought it. Is that the information you're looking for?
Yeah. I guess it was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, why don't you try out writing a query?
What do I type? Do I say products?
Oh, I can't spoiler it for you. You got
Okay.
to do it on your own. You're
Okay.
smart. You got this.
Let's see. Products and then purchase by. I'm making things up. And product name. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Uh, is it going to fail?
Agent QL. No, it's not going to fail. This is totally going to work. It's just Agent QL is being sluggish today because of an issue. But
Oh,
I'm pretty sure this is going to work. You did a great job writing that from memory. Just watching me do it. Great job, Roselle.
you did the
Like
demo.
you did. I didn't have to drop you any hints or nothing.
You did good demos. I'm like, okay. You did the little array thing. Also, my Wi-Fi is bad, so it could be me too with the grabbing
Well,
all.
my next question is going to be, what do you want to do with the information? Because this is good for proving out the query, but and like giving you a big fat JSON lump. But I guess my next question would be like, do you want to do anything with it? You want to put it on a website somewhere? Put it into a spreadsheet? What would you do next?
Ooh, what should I do? Maybe a spreadsheet, but I don't know how to do that.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Think about how you might do it. I got to go let the salads up.
Okay. Let's see. Also in the chat, do you guys have any ideas of what I can do with this data? I wanted to generate like thank you cards, but I feel like I could be doing too much. Stephanie, what's AgentQL? It's like a query language that Rachel's showing me that uses LLMs to grab data from websites. That's what I know of it so far. Also, thanks for tuning in. I don't know what I want to do with this. I could make it into a spreadsheet and then say, who did I just have a column? Did I send them a thank you note? Yes or no? Or something. I don't know. Could you use it to generate thank you emails? That's good. I could do that. I wonder, can I grab the people's email address from here? Does it say that? More details. Or I can just put their name and then I'll find their emails after. Yeah, I like that idea. Mm-mm. Also, careful. You don't want to. That's true. I just showed someone's address. Don't look at it, guys. Sorry. Good point. But it could just be a generic email that says, "Hi, whatever, like Kaylin. Thanks for buying the Dear Little Mom, da 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 da." Some people bought two things, or is it just duplicated? I don't know.
Oh, man.
Is your salad here? Did you get
I've
your
returned.
salad? Welcome
I did
back.
get the salad, and the guy who delivered it had like a motorcycle helmet on and was totally dressed up with a baklava because it's so. I think is it a baklava? You know, the thing that you put over your face because it's so darn cold. It was snowing yesterday.
What?
This will be warm.
I haven't seen snow in ages, even though I'm in Boston. We're in
Well,
the
that is
drought.
climate change.
Yeah. It's really odd.
I see
Okay.
some comments about the issues with the product names.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I was a CD Villard suggested that like I use the data to generate thank you emails. And I was like, yeah. And then we were talking about the product name and they're super long.
Okay.
Balaclava? Is that what it is?
Balaclava.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Although I
baklava
think
is a
baklava
food.
sounds tasty though.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like we can do thank you emails. We can do a spreadsheet that just says, did I say thank you to them or not? Like help me track them. I don't know. I
So
don't
there's a couple of ways that this could go.
okay.
If you wanted to, there's a thing you can do. There's examples in the GitHub repo, but you can make it so that you can open up a browser that's already existing on your website. There's a little shuffle you have to do to make Playwright do that. But basically, that way you get to keep this session. You don't have to like save the session into a data thing and then load it. That's another way you could get access to this page using the SDK, not just the colorful and wonderful Chrome extension for finessing. And
Ooh.
so you could, that's step one. Open up the browser to get you to this page right here with this URL. Step number two would be that you could also open the browser in your email, your GitHub, and then you could actually use the same like new email prompt, open the email, insert the person's name, thank them for the product, etc. Hit send, and then do the same thing for each one of those. You write a Python script or a JavaScript script to just loop over the items returned,
Oh,
and you would automate it the same way you do with Playwright.
how do we? Okay, I want to do it. And also,
Well,
could I do if I did short name in here? Would it make the name shorter? Someone just
oh, let's
suggested.
find out.
Okay, sorry, got distracted. So you told me to go open while that's happening something about a browser.
Well, I would go to agentql.com and then hit on the nearest GitHub icon. I'm gonna just take you fast pass style because I know
Okay.
we've only got like 8 minutes before my salads turn into lumps of
Oh
coal.
yeah, you need to eat. Agent
We should
QL.
do this again though, sometime when you're back into the streaming mode.
Yes. And I didn't
I'm so
get.
sad we didn't do this sooner. This is fun.
I know. It's because I wasn't back in the AI world, and now I'm back at the wrong time. Okay, you said go to the Agent QL website, and then what was the next thing?
Fork on GitHub. We're
Fork
just
on
gonna
Git.
go to the example repo.
Okay.
Yeah, and so all these fun examples, if you hit examples, there's oh wait, go back. I'll give you
Oh,
if you go back to the yeah, go to the further down the readme.
oh,
Yeah, there's a whole laundry list of them in a lovely human digestible format. There this is the how to install it, which honestly I think we should probably put the examples further up because you don't need to read half of this stuff. The examples tell you how to get them running. Let's pick one of these examples and run with it. So
okay.
go down, 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 down. Yeah, I'm gonna fix this. That's the first thing I do once I'm done with my salad. All right, more examples. So these are the external browser integration is a good one
Ooh,
for if you want to be able to use the browser you're using right now. But also you could use save load auth session, which would allow you to basically save your current auth session and then load it up when you're running an example. I
ooh.
guess this is where I would start next.
Okay.
Uh, you could also try using the one of the automations like the close cookie dialog, etc., to kind of see how you can like or submit form. That one's great. That one's going to show you how you can use AgentQL to like perform operations like click the button next to the search bar. It's awesome. It's so much fun.
You have there's so many good examples. This is cool. And good to know for like future DevRel stuff too. Gonna steal this format. Okay. So I guess
Thank you.
the then load.
Yeah, we could do that, or we could do the submit form bit so that you
Okay.
can see how you could like manipulate. You could actually try this out with Gmail, perhaps.
Ooh, okay, let's do this then. All right. So first thing is installing.
Yeah,
Tell me when you're like, I'm hungry. Cause maybe
you're good.
I will have
Keep
like
going.
a really quiet baby, and then they would be like, you can go stream, and I'll be like, okay, cool. I don't
Well,
know.
you need it. It also helps to have like a partner where you can be like, partner, I'm just gonna make the monies on the streaming now.
That's
Baby is yours.
and
Or
it's
family.
never. I'll be like, Derek, go take the baby. That's a good
Hmm. That's called partnership 50-50.
point. It's true. I gotta turn this.
Oh, it's much more fun watching you do things than doing them myself. I will say that. Tessa, I cannot tell if that we need to code together is directed at myself or Rizelle. Rizelle's paused for me. If she is talking right now, I
It's so
apologize for talking
annoying.
over her. There she is. She's back.
No, every time I do anything, I don't know, my Wi-Fi starts acting up. Sorry, guys. How embarrassing. Okay, I have to share my screen. I can't see if I'm sharing my screen or not.
You
Mm,
were, but maybe it was a frozen screen. Yeah.
there it
C.
is.
Villard is the right idea.
Yeah, I do
Ethernet
got
cable.
internet cable because this is embarrassing. Okay, so I installed it.
Okay, we're all friends here.
And then what was the next thing? Install and then save this JavaScript file locally.
And then run it using node main.js.
Oh, that's so easy. Okay.
I know, right? It's it's painfully easy. It's so easy it makes me look like a magician.
Okay. I'm gonna create a random folder, AgentQL. And sure. Main.js. Paste. Maybe I'll have to.
You know, I'm
Mhm.
gonna be so go run it. I'm gonna be embarrassed by the example site it brings up. I've been thinking I should use that Bolt. That have you seen Bolt that
No,
StackBlitz introduced?
no. What is it?
Well, let's do this first, and I'll show you. This is a
Okay.
fun one for the kids at home.
I don't know if it didn't work. Let me see. What did it say? Looks like Playwright was just installed or updated. Okay, please
Oh,
do this. Okay, I can do that. Please don't make me leave the stream. I
let
haven't
me
seen it.
go.
I'm on Cursor.
Okay, Cursor is a wonderful IDE that I haven't used yet. Bolt.new is just out from it's from StackBlitz, and it's kind of like you get the impression that Bolt.new is StackBlitz's answer to Vercel's like what was it? V1, V0? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
I you just write something like I want a product page full of pictures of cats for sale, and it will generate all of that. And I was thinking AgentQL, because these demos are a lot of fun, but finding sites that are appropriate to run them on is kind of tough. I was thinking I make about, try Bolt.new and just generate a bunch of different ones like give me a jobs board, give me a this, give me a that. I feel kind of bad doing demos on like LinkedIn. It's like, this is very branded. Uh and we did not ask permission to use this other brand. So I was thinking, use Bolt.new, just generate a bunch, tweak them, make them look like, I don't know, an aquarium shop, that sort of thing. And, use these. So the reason I brought that up was because this example runs on a really corny looking form that we put together.
It popped
What
up.
seems
Weird.
you did? What's this issue? What's going on?
My
Seems
API
like something.
key is not set.
Oh, that's right. You've got to set your API key. That should be in the main README
Oh,
or installation instructions. That's right.
I skipped it. I went super fast.
That's okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm explaining. I shouldn't. I should do the UX researcher thing and just be like,
See
and
how?
how would you solve for that, Rizal? How
Oh wait,
does that make you feel?
I'm gonna stop sharing then.
Okay, stop sharing. Stop sharing.
I laugh when that happens with UX researchers. They feel like therapists. Hold on. AgentQL API
They're
equals.
good skills to have. The whole like therapistness. It's good for like I'm working with customers. I'm working with reports. I'm working with directors. Mostly me being like, and why do you think that is? Hold on, I need to record this.
And equals. All right.
Oh wow,
Now,
Tessa's talking about building a product with AgentQL. Tessa, I
ooh,
want to know more. That sounds exciting.
I know. I'm gonna start building my product and live stream it. Oh my god. I'll be there. I'll watch it. Okay.
Heck yeah, and we will tweet about it.
Yeah, we will. Now I'm gonna run it again. And something popped up. This. Oh, let me make my screen a little smaller. Wait.
Oh, cool.
It,
Wait, that's not right.
it disappeared.
Is there any way you can side by side them?
Yeah, I wanted to do that. Hmm. But when I
Usually it pops up like Chrome in the developer mode,
let me try one more time.
but it does seem like it's returning a bit of an error up above it. I wonder what it's saying. Do you mind showing the full terminal bit? Oh,
Oh,
the
it's
API key is not set. Did you set it?
yeah, I put it in a .m
Your
file.
.n file?
Yeah, hold on. Maybe it's because I didn't put this part, and I didn't install .m. Okay, try again.
This is fascinating to me.
Okay, I'm not seeing problems.
Oh,
There we
make
go.
sure that you can show if it opens up the browser.
Yeah, it did, and I want to make it. I wanted to make it side by side, but I'm having a hard time dragging it over. I'm gonna stop sharing and then see if I can run it one more time. And it's really weird. And I'll run this one more time. Hmm. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share it on the screen that I'm talking to you on, because that's the one it keeps
Sounds good.
popping up on. And why do anything different?
Okay.
Okay. Do
The idea is technically this browser is, Chromium Developer Edition. You load it up, you load it with your user session for Amazon. You navigate to that URL on Amazon instead of to this crazy form site. And then you start telling it to do things like make a new email.
here it is. It goes away so fast though. Is it like doing things really quickly?
It is. I think we can make it take it is quite fast. But yeah, it filled out the form super fast. Now, if you go check out the if you check out the script, oh my
Uh,
gosh, you are doing such a great job of transferring between all these different windows.
I think I'm doing horrible. Thank you. All right. So now we're gonna go back to the cursor thing and we'll change it. To,
Ooh, is that what we're using? We're in cursor.
yeah.
You want to show?
Here we go.
Okay. So this thing, as you can see, it returns all the different fields of the form. And this is the JavaScript SDK. And what it does is it gets these locators for each of those items. And so it can use the same playwright methods, type. It should be using fill, not type. Type
Oh,
is deprecated for fill. And press sequentially is something you can use if you want it to imitate a human tapping out all the keys.
oh.
So there's that. And you've got like button click, you can use select option, etc. And the best part is though, like you don't have to know the different IDs of any of the form's inputs. You just use AgentQL to get that query and use query elements, returns smart locators. And then you use query data to return data.
Oh.
So you would use query elements to get all your new email buttons, etc., inside Gmail. And then you would use query data on Amazon to return all of the things that you have in your baby registry. And then you make a little loop
And
and you
I,
make new emails for everyone.
you know what? Instead of making you wait for this, I do want to turn this into like a blog post or something. I think I'm gonna do
Okay.
it. Yeah, because I'm like, this could be cool to also pair with like the AI tool that my company's making and like see what happens. Because we have like a developer
What is
agent.
the AI tool you're making?
It's called Goose, and basically you can automate anything. Like you can automate kind of we how yours did web browsing. We have that kind of similar, but it doesn't have like a query language. You can automate creating data visualizations. It's open source, and there's this thing called toolkit, so developers can add in like any kind of they can extend the product to any way that they want to, and it does use Python scripts. That's a long way of describing it, but yeah, that's it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What do people use it for? Is it for like generating web pages, graphics? What does it do?
People have been using it for a lot. They first started using it to migrate their databases from like SQL to whatever else, and now people are using it for let me see, what are the stuff they even use it to like literally anything. It's hard to, to say, but some people have been using it to help them with like GitHub commands or like automating for Jira, any like developer task that you need to do, like it can help you do it. I've only been using it for a month so far. But yeah,
They sound like they could be a powerful combination. I should
right?
check that out.
Right? So I'm like, I could probably use the AI tool to even just generate this script code, like, in the way that I particularly want it, and then run it, and then I'll write a blog post. And yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that is a great idea. That is sincerely a great idea, and I love it. I
Yeah.
love that you wouldn't even necessarily have to write all this. You should just feed it the entire samples repo
Yeah.
and just be like, here you go, have fun.
Yeah, that's what you could do. Like it has this thing called a hints file, and you could be like, here's the documentation, or here's like an example code. Go ahead and like reproduce the what I want it to do instead, and it'll do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe AgentQL should like, does a hints file do better if it's formatted in a certain way?
Um, I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, but you're saying
Oh, I
Agent
was
Q
going to say,
it.
oh, maybe we should, make a special hints file for Goose
Uh,
so that to help you write your script.
Actually, wait, you're right. It uses something called like Jinja templating. Like I've just been using
Yeah.
it as a text file, but I did hear someone say it's better if you use Jinja templating. I've never used that before. I don't know what it
I've
is.
never heard of that before, but let's do it. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Um, and I want to see what you make. So let's have a rendezvous and show everyone in the future, or at least let
Yeah.
me know when you're gonna do it because I can't wait.
Yeah, I think it could be cool. I'm like this way you don't have to wait for your salads don't have to get soggy and I can go really in depth.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Rizal, thank you for taking time out of your day, middle of the day, to come hang out with me. It was a real pleasure.
No, I
Oh,
mean
or rather, yeah.
and thank you for
Thanks for
dealing
inviting me over.
thanks for dealing with my technical difficulties. It was rough. And thanks to people who tuned in. Y'all are great. It was awesome. All right. Enjoy your salad. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.